Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Daily Wrap. Today was Sunday, December 10th, 2023, my React day for the week, and a little bit of a weird day again, 2 weeks in a row now, where I've only done one stream because I had to do private React videos for patrons. Now, that's not a bad thing, but it kind of sucked because usually I'd just save one night to do that, and this month I had to do it twice because one of my private React videos that was an hour long last week corrupted, and I needed to find more time to do it. Incidentally, it worked out, and the reason being is because, number one, I had another private React video that was purchased this week, and I said, hey, I could do that one. Plus, it gave me opportunity to actually work on a new review. So tonight, not only did I do private React stuff, I also got a new review that's going to go live over on DSP React. Let's talk all about it, shall we? So, on the podcast this morning, it was pretty good because we did more suggestion box stuff, and I fielded suggestions. Some were really great and positive. Some were kind of demanding and negative. Some were somewhere in between. But that's what it's all about. And I'm happy that we're going through everyone's constructive criticism and, talking about it and considering some updates and improvements. It's been good so far. It was actually a great podcast today. I hope that you'll check it out if you did not see it. Suggestion box stuff is always an important thing for me to do to learn what you guys want or what you think I could do to improve, okay? So, that went well, and then we jumped over to DSP React for DSP versus the Internet, my weekly React Clips show. And it went well. Lots of holiday-themed stuff this week. Lots of Christmas and other kinds of stuff. Although I will say this, it's getting kind of ridiculous at this point. I've only done this React show since February. So, we're going on 10 months. We're almost getting up to the year point when this February comes around. Half the time, a video I watch ends up being in jeopardy of getting the stream blocked at this point. And it's just ridiculous. Like, the whole point of React content is you're doing it within fair use. You're commentating on it, which is transformative work. It doesn't make sense that YouTube would block it. I'm not kidding you. I was threatened about 5 to 6 different times today with the stream being blocked. And once it did get blocked. So thank goodness that I record locally. But, man, it's getting ridiculous and hard to do this show with the amount of crap that YouTube is throwing at me, which, by the way, is illegal. If it's within fair use, they have no legal right to block that content, and they're breaking the law every time they do it, but they don't care because no one sues them and holds them to task for it. So, I guess it is what it is, and we just got to keep putting up with it. For the first time ever, listen to this, we watched all the clips. We actually watched all the clips submitted. There's a couple exceptions. There were a couple clips that were flagged as adults only. I can never watch those because YouTube blocks those videos and flags them that only people of a certain age can watch. And I can't do that because that's just limiting the content on the channel. It makes it you can't do anything with it. It's stupid. The other thing is there was a few clips that sadly I would say just weren't in the spirit of Christmas or were kind of mean-spirited or stupid, and I skipped those. And apparently there was one or two that I just accidentally skipped. And that happens. That's just human error. When I'm going through, 50, 60, 70 clips and I'm trying to make a playlist, sometimes I'll miss a few and that's my own fault. Sometimes there's a misclick, so who knows. But it was a great show. We got through all the Ultra member submissions and every single standard member submission, and that was it. It was like perfect timing to end the show, and I was like, went really well. Really enjoyed it, and I will say to those who were there and supported the stream, thank you. As you know, the only way that I get any kind of revenue from the React channel is literally stream revenue. Memberships, super chats, and tips. I don't get ad revenue on those videos. They're all get claimed. So, thank you to anyone who supported that stream. And I will say this to anyone who watches the reviews. As few views as they don't get that many, few hundred. That helps because there is ads on those videos, and I make money on that because that's not React content. That's me reviewing, movies and shows and stuff with no footage of it. So that's safe, okay? So, thank you. Great React show today. No late stream. What did I do? Well, I did a redo of an hour-long React for Slayer, where it's all K-pop stuff, and it was fun to do. There was some comparisons of a real music video versus then a group that's up and coming on a reality show performing that song in a different way on the stage, and comparing the two and saying which I thought was better and stuff like that. So good stuff. The video actually did record this time, and I am uploading it, but it's unclear if YouTube will destroy it or not. If YouTube destroys it, I'll have to get it to him in another way, and I'm sure he'll have to figure out what he wants to do with it. Normally, he would upload that to his YouTube channel, but sometimes it's just not possible because it's K-pop content. I also did another private React that was had nothing to do with Slayer, and that's a private one, so, I'm not going to talk publicly about that. I filmed a review of Gremlins, one of my favorite holiday movies. It's the original horror Christmas blend, before there was Krampus, before there was Deadly Night, before there was the Jack Frost movie. That's a horror movie, not the Michael Keaton one. This was the original mashup horror Christmas movie, and I love it. I watched it a ton when I was a kid, so I hope you'll watch the review. By the way, only minor spoilers. I totally do not spoil the plot of the movie because I don't want people to be ruined when they watch the movie. I want them to enjoy it. So I hope you'll enjoy that as well. So basically today, podcast, 2 React videos on DSP Reacts, the Gremlins review on DSP Reacts, and the daily wrap here on DSP Gaming. That's the content for today. There'll be more React videos every day this week. I am planning on doing a second review for you this week. I don't know what it'll be. I have to watch another holiday movie, and I'm undecided what it'll be, but I'm going to watch something else and review it for you as well by the end of the week. Okay? Folks, tomorrow is December 11th, and tomorrow's the big one. What I mean by that is that tomorrow is what you've been asking for 4 straight months. Ever since the day it released, you said, Phil, will you play Baldur's Gate? Phil, why aren't you playing Baldur's Gate? Phil, Baldur's Gate is something you would like. Phil, I think you should play Baldur's Gate. Phil, don't care about those other games. Drop them all and play Baldur's Gate. Hey, Phil, Baldur's Gate is out. Phil, Baldur's Gate 3. What about Baldur's Gate 3? Baldur's Gate 3, Baldur's Gate 3, play Baldur's Gate 3, do Baldur's Gate 3, stream Baldur's Gate 3. What's your thoughts on Baldur's Gate 3? Hey, Phil, Baldur's Gate 3. So, now is the time. If I'm going to play this game, now that it has won the Game of the Year award, both from the official award and the viewer's choice, or gamer's choice, or gamer's voice, or whatever the hell Jeff Keighley calls it, now I will start it tomorrow because we have time. We have the rest of the month, essentially, to play this game and balance it with everything else. And also, we have some early January time. So now would be a good time to jump in and get a good chunk into the game before we get wrapped up with other playthroughs. So, tomorrow's daytime stream is Baldur's Gate 3. And as I've said all along, with all the hype that my viewership has put behind this game, not only do I seriously hope that it's good, but I seriously hope people are going to show up and actually put their money where their mouth is. Now, I'm not talking about support. I'm saying that they're going to show up and care about this playthrough. Because one of the major things that I said all along is I was nervous people were not going to care after a few streams because it's an insanely drawn-out, lengthy game. And it's a game that I was concerned, just like with Divinity Original Sin 2, that after a few streams, no one would show up, no one would engage, no one would support, people would forget about it. So why did I play it, right? So we're going to see. If people really claim it's like the best RPG of all time, or at least one of the best RPGs in recent memory, and if they liked it that much and they asked me for 4 straight months and hounded me for it, you would think they're going to show up for this playthrough, right? And I've already gotten hilarious excuses this morning on the podcast. Oh, well, you're just not going to get much attention on this because it's 4 months late. So then you lied, because a good game is good forever. It doesn't matter if you play a good game on release day, a month, 2 months, a year, 5 years, 10 years from when it releases. A good game is good forever. When I played GTA Trilogy, I played them, 10, 15 years late? People still love the playthroughs, right? So if this truly is the best-in-class RPG, they listened to the fans, they designed it perfectly, it's exactly what you want in an RPG, and you're going to love it, and it's the best RPG ever, and Phil, your thing is RPGs, you're great at RPGs, we love that you play them, you're going to love it, you got to play it. If I play it now and it's 4 months late from when it came out, there's no excuse. People will show up and be here for the playthrough and give it attention, or else you lied. So it's one or the other, and I don't want people to feel like I'm being harsh here, but with the amount of crap that you guys put me through for 4 months because I didn't play it, and now I'm finally getting to it, just like I told you, when I had time for it in the schedule, when all the new releases are done, then I could start it. Well, now it's time. Be here tomorrow. Let's see how it does. And let's see how I think about it. Okay? Cool. Tomorrow night on the late stream, 6:45 p.m. Pacific time, it is very epic because it is Dalsim's Master Run. I am only 500, maybe 500 ranking points away from hitting Master, which means, a few set wins. Likely, tomorrow night it's going to happen. I'm going to hit Master rank with Dalsim. And when I do, I hope to get some Master level matches in. I want to see how I do hanging at Master level with this character. From what I've seen, not a lot of people know how to face Dalsim in this game at high level at all. I think most people have never seen a high level Dalsim, so they don't know how to handle it. I fought Master Marissa's and other Master level characters during my time leveling up my Dalsim, and I beat them resoundingly. Last time I perfected a Master Marissa, and they ran away and didn't do the rematch. They didn't want to do it because they got spanked so bad. So that tells me that basically I might have a great chance, and I almost feel like Dalsim's my best character in the game, and we'll see how it goes tomorrow night. All right, so tomorrow is absolutely an epic day between the premiere of Baldur's Gate 3 and the Master Run of Dalsim and Street Fighter 6. I certainly hope you will attend the streams here on DSP Gaming, and I'll see you all day long. Thank you all. Have a good evening. Enjoy all the content I'm uploading, including the review over on DSP Reacts of Gremlins, and I'll see you in the morning for the podcast and Baldur's Gate 3. Peace out.